Hey guys, I'm Joyce. Welcome to my video diary. I am sick and I'm sick of being sick now. Oh, the date. Today is Saturday, January 20th, 2024. I have not done this in quite a while. You may have noticed, you may not. I don't know. Apparently May last year was my last post. And yeah, I have not been consistent with this. I'm not really sure why I'm starting this up again, outside of being so bored and restless, just not doing anything, trying to get better. One reason to do it would be to practice, because I say I have a business, but I haven't really been working on it. Anyway, I have a business, and I also have a nonprofit, which I have paused just, well, a couple days ago, but just today announced it on Facebook, because, well, I rewatched my last post, and in that post I mentioned that I have 9 cats and 2 dogs. Well, 3 of my cats died this last year, and that's a big reason why I'm pausing the nonprofit, because I want to focus my time and attention on the pets that I have left. And hopefully prevent what happened with the others. I don't know. Maybe there was nothing I could have done with the 3 who died. Maybe there was, but I feel like I have to try. You know, I have to try to do better. And at the very least, I could spend some more time with them. You know, I mean, yeah. Because they really get pushed aside for everything else that I want to do, which doesn't make sense, you know. I mean, I have the nonprofit because I want to help people keep their pets, not just keep their pets, but have really great relationships with their pets. And I'm not having a great relationship with my pets, so at least I don't think so. I mean, I love them. I love them a whole lot, but I don't think it really looks that way for them, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, so one reason for doing this post, or for thinking about restarting YouTube posts, is for practice, because if I want to actually work on my business so I can make money, so I can support my pet family in better ways, in my opinion, than I'm doing right now, then I have heard a lot that you should be posting every day on Facebook. That's mostly what I've heard, is you should be posting every day on Facebook. Well, I'm already familiar with YouTube because I've done a lot, even though it's been sporadic, even though it hasn't been consistent. I have been posting on YouTube for, God, I don't even know. I didn't go that far back to see when I started doing this. It was a while ago, though, a few years. It was pre-COVID, so over 4 years ago. What is my point? Anyway, so this is one reason for me thinking that maybe I want to start doing this again, at least get into the practice, personally, so that when I get to that point in my business, and also with the nonprofit, that I will have more practice, you know. And hopefully I will put out better content for for those businesses. For those businesses. I am not a business. Anyway, it would help to share things that are interesting, wouldn't it? I'm not sure any of this is really interesting. I was wondering that earlier tonight. It's like, what is it about somebody else's life that makes it interesting to other people? You know, that they would want to know about it. And I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. If I think about my life and I think about who I was, I don't know, maybe in high school, planning for the life that I have now, it's pretty cool. It really is. It really is. I didn't get here the way I thought I would. I didn't get here the way I had planned to. But, and when I say here, I mean, I have a home in the country, in the woods, actually. I had originally thought it would be on a hill, on a grassy hill, with some trees, and horses, and dogs and cats and all that. Well, I have the dogs and the cats. I no longer want even one horse. Excuse me. But anyway, when I think about all of that, well, it's cool. I don't know if it's interesting, but I'm proud of myself for having that dream. Part of that dream was also that I was a veterinarian with my own practice in the country, of course. And on the way to that dream, I dropped out of college after just a little bit more than one semester. I had had some schooling before that at the community college, but this is after I had transferred to state college, to a university, to really focus on veterinary medicine. So I dropped out after one semester to care for my family. And I ended up working for a veterinarian. It was just the two of us, so I learned a lot there. And that's where the idea for Let's Stay Together Pets was born. I didn't have a name for it at the time, and I may change the name. But anyway, I had wanted to be a veterinarian. I wanted to help animals. I wanted to help pets. And working there at that clinic, I saw a lot of death and suffering. And unnecessary death and suffering. And actually, that's where my compassion for pet owners was born. Because I was all about animals. I didn't feel like I related to people well. And I just always been more comfortable with animals. But the suffering that I saw was not just the animals. It was their humans. Suffering financially, suffering at the loss of their pets. I'm not sure why I'm mentioning all of this. I guess I was talking about my dream that I had in high school. It actually started before that, probably. But anyway, so seeing all of that in that animal clinic, I realized this is not where I can help the most. As much as I value veterinary medicine and clinics, God knows, because I'm there a lot. Excuse me. I was feeling like a lot of the time that was, I want to say the Band-Aid, but that's not really correct. The ambulance, you know, the after the fact. And I wanted to prevent those things that were happening. I wanted to spare the animals and their humans all the suffering that they were going through. So that's where my dream changed from being a veterinarian to someday having, I don't even know if I thought about it being an organization. Like I said, it was born there. So just the idea of educating people and helping financially, because that's what seemed to be the biggest roadblocks, was financial hardship or perceived financial hardship, and just not knowing any better. And so I thought, okay, that's where I need to be helping. I need to somehow help people with the financial aspect of caring for their pets, at least in an emergency. But really also preventively, and I won't go into the story here, but you know, there were some situations that, oh my God, so many things could have been prevented if just one thing had been done. It's like this one thing that hadn't been done. Okay, I will go into the story. In particular, this one situation, this one family just really stood out for me. This woman came in, she had a couple of pit bulls, and these were incredibly large pit bulls. I guess they may have been, it doesn't matter. She had a bunch of pit bull puppies. Her two dogs had mated. I should go back to the beginning. I'm starting where I came into the picture, but I'll just tell the story from where it started for her. She had a male and female pit bull. She did not want them to have puppies. I think she was, some of this I don't know, but I think she was saving money to get them both, I don't know, to get them spayed and neutered. But in the meantime, she had her female in the bathroom, locked into the bathroom all day. And the male had run of the house. At least on this particular day. She might have swapped them every day. I'm not really sure. Okay, I've got to pause this because my nose is running. Okay, so, yeah, she had her dogs separated. And she got home from work one day, and her female was in heat, and the male dog had destroyed the bathroom door, and they had mated. This is what happens. This is how we've been designed, you know, to mate, to reproduce. That's what we do. All of us. Some of us have better control than others. I guess humans are the only ones who feel a need for control. Probably. Birth control. Anyway, so the dogs mated. Her female was pregnant. She had puppies. The lady couldn't afford to get, I think it was at least 8 puppies, I'm sure. the woman couldn't afford to get the vaccinations, and the puppies got parvo. And, well, she didn't want them to die. I mean, they were all sick. She didn't know they had parvo until she brought them in. And I honestly don't know if treatment has improved since then, but at the time and with what I had learned from the veterinarian that I was working for, maybe there were treatments that he didn't know about. Anyway, as far as I knew, and as far as she knew, the only thing that could be done was giving the puppies, fluids. And I don't think that was even IV. I don't think he did IV. I think it was all sub-Q, so under the skin. Give them fluids because parvo, symptoms of parvo are vomiting and diarrhea. And probably the main thing that kills a dog with parvo, a dog that dies of parvo, is dehydration from the puking and the diarrhea. So the fluids help support that, keep them hydrated, and you just pray that they are strong enough to make it through. There was nothing else that we could do. Actually, I did learn recently, I saw a post on Facebook about a dog with parvo who was getting blood transfusions. So, anyway, at the time, the only thing the doctor knew, and therefore the only thing that I knew, and the woman, was that they had to work it out. All we could do was support them with fluids and hope that their bodies were strong enough. And some of the puppies died anyway. I don't remember how many. And she continued with the fluids with the remaining puppies. And then she ran out of money. She had spent all of the savings that she had on trying to save the lives of these puppies. And so the ones who didn't die, she had euthanized. And I think it was, I don't know, a month later, it wasn't too long, that she brought the adult dogs in and had them spayed and neutered. Such a hard lesson. And one that I didn't want anybody to have to go through. Not the puppies and not her. The adults were fine, I guess. Neither one of them had parvo. Anyway, why did I get into all of that? Because I'm bored and restless, because I'm sick, I guess. So anyway, being specific about my reasons for changing my mind about being a veterinarian and pivoting, there were a few places where that situation could have been totally prevented. In the beginning, I mean, she had limited funds. She may have had enough to get the dog spayed and neutered, but that would have been everything that she had. So if if someone had been able to offer her free spay and neuter for her dogs, she would have been on board, you know? And there never would have been puppies, and puppies never would have died. If she had had, or felt that she had had the money to get the puppies vaccinated, or maybe it was that she didn't realize how important it was. Probably not, probably partly that, but I think the finances was the motivating thing. If someone had been there to pay for the puppies' vaccinations, the puppies never would have. Okay, anything's possible, but most likely the puppies would not have died. What else? Once the puppies got sick, if someone had been able to help her out with the fluids, and of course there was no guarantee for that either, but there would have been a better chance of the puppies surviving if they could have actually been hospitalized instead of taken home and brought back to the clinic, and taken home and brought back to the clinic, and all for sub-Q fluids. I mean, intravenous fluids would have given them a better chance. Anyway, so a few steps along the way where this all could have been, where the death of the puppies could have been prevented. So that's just one thing that I saw that represents everything that formed my decision to go in a different direction with pet welfare. I still don't remember why I mentioned all of that. I guess I should wrap this up. I mean, it's a diary, you know. I guess I'll figure out along the way if I want to do this daily, if I want to do it weekly. Am I wanting to practice like a business? I don't know. Maybe I won't post again for another year. I don't know. No, I really think this is something that I should be doing if I really do want to grow a business and make some money with it. I really do think this would be helpful. And I'm signed up for a course. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all of that right now. I should probably go to bed. Go back to bed. So I'm going to wrap up. Anyway, I hope you're not sick. It sucks. It's been several years since I've been sick. Actually, in 2020, my second COVID vaccine, I got sick. I had the achiness, the intense achiness in the injection site, and I got a fever, and this was all just within hours. I got a fever, and that's all I remember. Chills, probably. And I think it lasted a day. I mean, like 24 hours. I think it was less than 2 days. So, I mean, it was intense, and it was done. This has been, when did I get sick? I want to say Wednesday. I don't remember. I don't remember. Anyway, and today's Saturday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days. I'm such a baby. I'm just not used to being sick. I'm really not. And I've been sick worse than this. I just hate it, you know. I just hate it. So, Oh well, I know it'll pass. My neighbor is sick too, and I've told him it'll pass. It always does. Easy for me to say, right? But anyway, okay, so I'm going to wrap up and probably go to bed, or try to. And maybe I'll see you again tomorrow. I don't know. Talk to you guys later. Bye.